So hi guys, Craig Hanson from CraigHansonGolf.com. I want to talk to you guys about hitting a punch shot or a knockdown shot. To play good golf or effective golf in the wind, you have to be able to control your ball flight. So there's a few things, a few tips, a few thoughts, a few feels that we'll go through and we'll have a look at. What we're trying to do at impact essentially is to de-loft the face of the iron. So we're trying to trap the shot, compress it, hit ball ground, and keep a stable wrist position through impact. There's a few different thoughts and feels you can use. What we're going to look at is the address position now, where we're playing the ball in the middle of your stance and we're leaning the shaft forwards so that we're getting the shaft and the left arm in one line. A great thought, a little feel you can use is to turn this. You've obviously got to turn this foot out a little bit so that your ankle, your knee and your hip will get out of the way without having to think about it too much. So you're going to set yourself up, weight left, you're going to stay left, and you're going to move left. Now when you look at a lot of the guys on TV hitting punch shots, you probably notice that they've got like a 3/4 swing here and a 3/4 swing here, an abbreviated follow through. Now this will also help you trap the shot. So we'll just hit one and I'll just give you an idea. You can just see the sort of the motion of it. So we're going to abbreviate the follow through. Ball's middle or slightly back. Left foot turned out. 60% of the weight on the left leg, leaning the shaft forward so that the shaft and the left arm are in one line. Careful not to open up the club. And when you come through the ball, you're going to abbreviate the follow through. You see the finish position there. Actually hit that pretty good, but I guess you'll have to take my word for it. So a couple of little exercises that you can do for your impact position. When you get yourself set up correctly, the ball middle or slightly back, weight forwards, left foot turned out, the shaft and the left arm in one line. The impact's going to be further forwards than that, and what that means is you're going to have a slight lateral movement and the shaft will actually be slightly more forwards than there. So you can stand there for a second, feel it, keep it in your mind's eye, come back and recreate that feeling or that position that you were just in. It's a fantastic exercise, really help. You can compress the ball and get a line of compression through impact to bring your ball flight down. Another good feeling is when you're working on abbreviating this follow through. So when you get into I sort of call it a halfway position where your right arm's parallel to the ground, is that you're trying to get the shaft and the right arm in one line. Now you don't have to quite get into it and you probably won't, but it's just a feeling of how you trap the shot, how you get that right knee to come in, to lean in and get through it. And you're going to have a lot of your weight on the outside of your left foot. You see a lot of club golfers coming out this way with the right knee and the right tricep and shoulder will come out, and from here you just cannot get that compression line. So you stand in front of your mirrors or windows, have a look at the position, do lots of little swings, positions at impact into a finish, and come in and hit a golf ball. Now when you're on the driving range you can think of several things, but I mean there's a lot of videos out there, there's a lot of information, and a lot of people are going on the golf course with 2 or 3 thoughts in their head. You just can't play good golf with 2 or 3 things in your head. If your main thought has to be contact and ball, and a swing thought can work in the background. Now on the driving range you can think a little bit more, create feelings, and on the golf course perhaps in your routine you have a practice swing or 2, incorporate some feel, but when you're standing under the ball you have to think about hitting the ball, not your shoulder, your knee, your hand, your foot, or whatever you're doing, because it will distract you from the ball, and that's what happens, and you'll have a very, very long day. With a lot of the advanced players I teach and good juniors, I've used this shot to improve their impact position, and while they're practicing it they're getting better at a punch shot, and you can hold shots up from left to right or perhaps draw them in if you like. And for your club golfers, your normal type of players, they really start by keeping the weight left, staying left and moving left will stop fatting shots or hitting them thin and can create a line of compression. So ball middle slightly back, left foot turned out, shaft and left arm in one line. We're going to abbreviate the follow through, compress the ball. We can see you hit ball ground and bring the ball flight down. So if you follow these guidelines and practice it effectively, before you know it, you'll have a good punch shot and you'll be playing great golf in the wind.